There's been a crazy amount of Walking Dead series. I mean, a stupid amount. I think since the Walking Dead series, they pitched 6 different series that we are actually getting. Now, I've seen all of them, I think, and some have just been downright boring. Others have been okay. I do think they're flogging, what's the term? Flogging a dead horse, kicking a dead horse, something like that.
Dead?
Just milking it for days.
No. Just...
However, Daryl Dixon. Surprising. Daryl's journey across a broken but resilient France as he hopes to find a way back home. So Norman Reedus picks up his role again as Daryl Dixon in this 6-episode series. It's not a limited series. There's going to be more by the looks of it. I believe it's already been picked up for the 2nd series. So going into this, you should know that this doesn't complete the story. It's not a limited series. There's more to come. Already been picked up for a 2nd series. Saying that, I thought this is the best of a lot that we've had since The Walking Dead. And because of the way it's set out its story, it's a very interesting premise and very good to binge. So if you're not into that week-and-week release, you could wait for a few weeks and just watch it all in one go. But if you want it to be continued and you're enjoying it, you probably want to watch it every week so you get those viewerships up. Just saying. Norman Reedus has made a career on walking. He even did Death Stranding, which is a whole walking simulator game, which I love. Look-wise, it has that grey overtone that you would expect from something in Europe and France. The special effects or the physical effects from what they've built look great. And then the green and blue screen, I think they've done a really good job with the screeners that I saw. I think it really immerses you into the world. We get to see a side of Daryl we don't normally see here. There's a more emotional side at times, but for the most part he is very stoic and silent as he always is. There's something that they've done with the zombies here that is new, which I really appreciated, making the zombies once again scary. Because for the most part, many seasons now, the zombies have just been a thing that's in the world. The thing that is scary is the humans. And the humans in this are sort of scary, but they have made the zombies scary again, worth running away from. Even Daryl has his issues with fighting them. Of course, he's coming off the back of injuries. He's still limping from his... was it a bullet? No, he was stabbed in the thigh. The leg. I think it was the leg. It plays it well, but the journey is where the story works. Because he's journeying and trying to find a way back, the promises he's made with the previous cast, they aren't involved except for a little bit, so don't get your hopes up that you're going to see more from that. He comes across a group of nuns in his travels, and there's a whole kind of spiritual aspect to his journey here, and it's the group that he makes that makes this series interesting. The journey that he goes on with each different group, with each episode that we meet along the way. There's a sort of Lost Boys episode. All of those cultures that have formed up in France, in the apocalyptic France, work to enhance the world that feels realized and lived in, rather than it just feeling like sets. There's been a few of these Walking Dead series that feels like, or the Walking Teen series, that just feels like they've built a set to pretend to play zombies. Here it feels very real. The special effects with the makeup has always been good, but they've taken it up a notch because of what they've done with the zombies this series. I actually was a little bit torn. This is and I hate cliffhanger endings, but because we know we're getting a 2nd season and it's already in production and they're going for it, the way it leaves the season at the end is a choice, and I don't always like that, but I like it for this character and this story. It has a real emotional depth to it, the choice that our character has to make, and I like that. I think that works a lot. As a 6-episode run, getting back into this Walking Dead universe, this is a character that has been pretty much my favorite character to watch. There's been a few others. He's had a sort of big character growth moment because Daryl's always been quiet and stoic, but every now and again we get a moment with him where he shows what he's feeling because he is so quiet. I like those moments because those moments come across as being real and genuine within that character, and that's what we get here. My only other character I really liked was probably Carl, and that's because we get Carl Papa sung from Bad Lips Reading, so really I like Bad Lips Reading. I thought this was fun. This was a lot better than I was expecting it to. Maybe that's because I went within low expectations, but I came out at the end going, I really enjoyed that. I didn't mind spending my time watching it. I thought it was well paced. The characters were interesting. Some generic characters, as usual. The bad guy, because I'm going to be the bad guy sort of thing. We want to take over the world sort of thing. But it's those characters that they meet along the way, the civilization that has become real, that is what the story is driven to, and the relationships that Daryl forms makes you want to watch and root for them. So surprisingly, very kind of basic storyline, but it works. I think when you go with what works and you keep it what works for The Walking Dead, then that works. There's a particular scene that I loved where Daryl finds himself in amongst a bunch of zombies that he has to fight. And the setup for that, I was just like, yeah, this is what The Walking Dead should be. A lot of fun. So I'm going to give this 4 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
And you got one. Congratulations.
Surprised to be saying that, but it's surprisingly good for me. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.